Silicon Beach. I'm with David Bloom. He is the consultant for Deadline Hollywood, and he's done a lot of social live media, like right during the event. Last night he did the Emmys, which sounds pretty interesting. So I'd like to hear kind of the top highlights of how that went.
Well, it was pretty crazy. I mean, we had half a dozen reporters and other folks writing the photos on the scene for the red carpet. One of our awards columnists is actually a member of the Board of Governors for the TV Academy, so he's in the room and tweeting back to us things he's hearing. Our founder is hanging out in Hawaii, but she was what she calls live snarking the event, and she's certainly quite capable of doing that at a very high level, and she's quite closely watched. Nikki Fink is her name, and we also had people going to the parties after. We were in a handful of us that were editors and myself were stuck up in a room at the top of a tower in a conference room, basically our go room, and getting reports from all our people on the ground, backstage, in the audience, out on the red carpet, afterwards, telling us what was going on. Those reports were coming in. I was plucking stuff out of there, dropping it into tweets on @NikkiFink, and then also on our other accounts at Tumblr, at Google+, at Facebook, of course, on Pinterest, and on LinkedIn.
Let me ask, are you taking information and then just kind of recycling it with the same sentence? Like, what are you plucking and what are you broadcasting?
Well,
because tweets are quick, these things are quick, and you're
right,
doing it fast. So how do you get that in and transcribe that information into the platform?
Exactly. It's a little bit like what a wire service would do. Back in the day, 100 years ago, when I was coming out of journalism school, you had rewrite guys. Okay, the rewrite guys at a newspaper, particularly at say like a Time or a Newsweek, you'd have these guys in the field and the bureaus, the far-flung bureaus, and they would be filing these huge, long reports. And then the rewrite guy would take that 10,000 words and he'd pull out the 20 paragraphs he really liked from this guy's and the 4 paragraphs from this guy, and he'd spin that all together and he'd pull it out, and boom, he'd have a 1,000-word piece that would run on the front page of Time. And to some extent, this is sort of the new media version of that, because I'm getting all these reports, all these details and stuff like that. I'm pulling that in and plucking out that great quote backstage from the guy who's up talking to the press, and putting that in there out of 5 paragraphs that they might file, off of this person. The next person comes and they file something else. But then I'm also doing stuff like I'm pulling notable quotes from the people we follow on our accounts, because they're people within Hollywood who are, producers and name people, and they might have some snarky thing to say. And then I'm also looking at the story, the long sort of play-by-play by our founder, Nikki Fink, and I'm plucking out those very potent sentences that she had, and believe me, those are word for word as much as I can do them, because it's just a little safer that way. And then I put those up on her feed, and then retweet those across our other accounts. So.
Wow, I mean, that'd probably be really great to watch this like quick action of social media in action while it's happening, because I mean, you're juggling a lot of different sites now. Do you have like a team of people and someone does Google and someone does Tumblr and someone does this, or you just jump out?
I am the team.
You are the team.
I am the team. We are a relatively small
octopus.
Deadline Hollywood is probably the most influential online news service following the business of Hollywood. We've got a big investment in the award side stuff too, the Oscars and Emmys. But I mean, we're the ones that kind of really get a lot of notice. But we do it with nothing. We're doing it with baling wire and paper clips.
They're bootstrapping.
But we get 6 million unique visitors a month.
Nice.
Last night, retweeting Nikki Fink's stuff, we ended up adding another 500 followers on her Twitter. She's now over 200,000 as of last night, so that's kind of cool. You can follow her at Nikki Fink. It's NIKKIFINKE, or the broader site is at Deadline, and I'm at David Bloom.
Excellent. Thank you, David. Excellent. Thank you very much.